Yeah. Buddy of mine is driving out from LA with this truck, and we're gonna photograph it tonight for one of the magazines. But it's got a really interesting story, so I figured we would meet up a little early and have him kind of talk about it and go over it. So let's go do that now.
What's going on, Grinder TV? My name is Jason Fonte. I am the field marketing manager with Chemical Guys Detailing Products, and I am thankful to be here today. And what we have here today is my pride and joy, aka Project Fired. It's a 1959 Chevy Apache that sadly burned down in NorCal's 2018 Paradise Fire. It was California's most devastating fire. And the truck was one of its victims, along with hundreds and hundreds of other things. And, you know, it's just crazy tragedy. How I came about the vehicle, I was at a friend's shop out in the valley, my boy Eric, and I told him I was in the market to do another project, and I'd like to do a truck this time instead of, some of you may have seen my CEO sled, the 59 Coupe de Ville Cadillac. I wanted to get in the truck game. So he pulled back this cover, and he's like, well, why don't you take this? And I was like, what the hell is this? It was just this bright orange, rusted bag of bolts and parts and missing everything. And honestly, I didn't even know what it was. And that's when he kind of told me the history on it, that he had acquired it about 6-7 months prior off a Craigslist ad out of Carmichael from the owner. And, you know, I took it. I had no idea if it was going to work or not. And ultimately got a hold of my boy Jeff Davey, owner of Devious Customs, and we kind of brainstormed for a few months, and while I acquired parts. And yeah, man, and what you see now is a 1-year full-time build that Devious killed, and it's truly a one-of-one truck on this planet. Yeah, man, it's crazy. The truck is just pure patina, and there's no paint, there's no fauxtina. It's patina from fire and water. As far as suspension goes, I am running a full Roadster Shop spec chassis, the Slam series, with a narrowed rear end. Flow, we're running flow tanks, airlift performance, adjustable QA1 shocks, big brake kits all front and rear from Willwood. Devious hardlined everything. It drives like a race car. You know, I like to skate it, so I tend to scrape the hell out of everything. So the engine is basically a fully built out LQ9, and then the motor was disassembled and a bunch of race parts put in it, and it dynoed, you know, it's in the mid 500s, and it scoots, man, no doubt about it. We're doing a 3-inch Borla stainless exhaust all the way through, and I mean, it purrs. Interior, I kept it kind of basic. I tried to pretty it up a little bit to match my Cadillac. Everything's black leather and suede or rust. And there's a little bit of satin black that we shot through just on some of the panels. I hit up Snowden and he built me a custom bench, low profile. We're running Restomod AC, Budnick steering wheel. There is a stereo in there. It's on my phone. It's all Bluetooth, man. We're running, I don't know, somewhere around 800, 900 watts, 2.8, set of separates. You know, it's loud. It's loud for the cab. I'm not trying to entertain people a block away. Wheels and tires. I was fortunate enough to have reach out to Emma at Detroit Steel, and they hooked it up fat, man. We did a 20x12 rear ambassadors and 20x9s in the front. Devious, with his secret concoction, patinaed them to match the actual truck. So pretty much the entire truck, the metal wise, is all original. Obviously anything that was the emblems, the mirrors, everything like that melted off and just disappeared. Some interesting facts about this though. The actual indicator bezels are the original ones that survived the fire. Once I cleaned them up and I pretty much prepped the whole truck with diluted CLR and Scotch-Brite pads to get rid of all that harsh orange rust. And then once we shot all the matte clear on it, this is kind of the result. It's got like this crazy dimensional baseball glove, leathery type of look. Some other interesting aspects of this truck is obviously the panels don't line up. They're not going to, just because of heat, it warped. This right here is actually the window that melted out and welded itself back to the door. That's straight out glass. And how I figured that out was I slipped my finger open on it when I started cleaning it. You'll see an actual bunch of the rest of the glass that didn't fall out, melted and welded itself to the bottom of the door. And I've got, you know, like the headlights that did the exact same thing. They came out, they look like just taffy hanging out. So we've got those sitting in a box at home. And then the keys that were in the ignition at the time burned up. Those are sitting on my desk in the office. So it's just some crazy things that, you know, what fire can actually do. And then if you have a good attention to detail, you'll notice that the bed's got a little bit of a wide body effect. That's because all the support posts that were in the front and rear simply melted, and the bed just kind of sucked itself in. And then Jeff and his crew had to kind of bend it back out so we could get it to line up for everything that's custom about this truck. These also lasted. The little reverse light bezels lasted. And then the Barden bumper I sourced out of Sacramento off of a 58 Apache, and then Jeff got it to fit right. The only other thing that did make it, I should say, is we utilized parts of the fenders or the wheel tubs, and then we extended them by about 6 inches. We didn't clean up the seams because we just wanted, we're not trying to pretty it up. We want people to know that's the original part, except the part that isn't, obviously. And if you look at the roof, it looks like it's a hot mess. What's the point of trying to smooth that out?
Is there anyone that you want to thank?
Well, first and foremost, the missus. Got to thank wifey for putting up with me and all of my car illnesses. My boys over at Relaxed Atmosphere, they're a wealth of knowledge. And Jeff, man, devious. What can I say? The guy kicked it in the grill, and can't wait to get this thing in the show circuit this year. Try to stay local to Cali because every time I come over the border, I seem to have, Arizona doesn't like any of my toys. It hasn't messed with this one yet, but you know, C10, I'll be at C10 Intervention, just stuff like that. And you know, I live out on the west side of LA, so I'm pretty much at every Cars and Coffee that I can get my hands on, and then any local shows. But we did SEMA 2020, or was that 2021 last year? 2021. 2021. Yeah. 2020 was. Yeah, that was a COVID year. That's right. Yeah. 2021. It was in the South Hall for the Cub group. And then, you know, who knows? Maybe we'll see if we can get in a booth this year. We've still got time to figure that one out. But yeah, enjoy Project Fire.
All right, that was a good time. We didn't get any rolling shots just because there was just the two of us. So I tried to fly the drone. I'm not a very good drone pilot. I've crashed quite a few, so almost did on this one. But anyways, if you have a cool truck or a cool story, hit me up. I want to do more of these, little, you know, something different. So email me. Email's in the description or on our website, whatever. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.